Hi there, how are you? I hope you're doing well and awesome wherever you are on this truly amazing planet that you, my friends, have the opportunity to exist on. My name is Te Grace. I'm a TPC Mindset coach and image coach. And TPC, Thought Process Conditioning, as a cognitive program, has simply been designed firstly to help people realize, in order to actualize, firstly, where it all begins. The person that you're going to become, your life journey, and the person that you are now. Ultimately, that begins firstly in the mind, and secondly, in the form of mental imagery. Why mental imagery? Because we think in mental images. For example, the written language, to some degree, came into existence and was constructed to describe mental imagery. If I text you the word apple and you receive that text and you read that word, hopefully an image of an apple is going to pop into your mind. So ultimately, all is mental imagery and the conditioning of mental images that are processing in your mind right now. If you look at everything that has been made by human hands, first began as a mental image in that person's mind. Car that you're driving, clothes that you're wearing, the furniture in your home, your actual home, the buildings that you walk past when you're going to the mall to buy your favorite products. And those products all began, and those items and those buildings all began firstly as an image in someone's mind. So that's why mental imagery is to some degree everything. Why? Because we are not only human beings, but at the same time we're image beings. Images are what drives us towards something. Images are what drives us away from that something. So ultimately, TPC as a very effective cognitive program will help you understand mental imagery as energy. So, every image that pops into your mind eventually morphs into chemicals that ultimately affect your biology, because mental imagery is frequency and energy. And TPC is predicated on helping you identify mental images that are processing in your mind. The word process simply means series of actions taken in order to come to a particular end, and that's the ultimate goal of a mental image. Once it pops into your mind, and the principle of neuroscience is that TMIs, what we refer to as thoughts and mental images, that sync in your mind, link in your mind, and fire and wire in your mind. And so your mind ultimately is you as awareness and consciousness. Your brain is made out of physical matter, 3 pounds of grayish gooey stuff with billions of neurons and synaptic connections. And so the brain is in to some degree is in the internal world. We can't really see it. The mind can be described as you as awareness and consciousness, and obviously the brain is physicality. So because a lot of people can't see these TMIs and thoughts and mental images, unfortunately they live out their life and their journey not realizing that if mental images, which most of them are running on autopilot within that individual's mind, what that means is that their lives are some degree dictated by mental images that are running on programs. So their life pattern becomes the image pattern that is running on autopilot, and that, my friend, is not a life that you want to be living. So I'm going to run through just quickly the TPC Mindset Brain Train tools, which is firstly TPC 2D. TPC 2D is very similar to the alarm system of your home. Someone breaks into your home, that alarm system alerts you and sends off a loud alarm sound. And that's exactly what you want to develop. In TPC 2D will help you to develop that alarm system awareness, where when you're not feeling good, that feeling is actually high probability is connected to a mental image. And so it's important to detect that image in order to determine what you're going to do with that mental image, and it's best simply to replace that image with positive, productive mental images. So 2D, become the alarm system of your mind. That's TPC 2D. TPC anchoring, one of my favorite, is what you'll find is throughout the day you're going to have some good ideas pop into your mind. And what an idea is simply an image that is now, popped into your mind, like, wow, I've got a good idea. What you really have is a good image. So it's important to identify that image and anchor that image within your mind. One of the concepts in regards to imagery is what deepens the impression of the mental image is the consistent, persistent perception of that mental image. So when you have a good idea, perceive that image constantly, where you're starting to sustain, maintain, and condition that image, because the images that you bring about, the image that you perceive, the images that you think about, you're going to bring about. Okay, TPC anchoring, TPC also guided imagery. Awesome. I mean, if you look at top athletes, top sports people, they are utilizing imagery all the time, visualizing themselves winning that race, winning that sport event, whatever it is. So visualization is simply now, 2025, a huge part of athletes and business people and people who simply want to, achieve the unachievable. They are always using visualization. So TPC guided imagery, and that's right. TPC deep state, TPC 2D, TPC anchors, TPC imagery, guided imagery, and there's another one. Most likely come back to it, but it's on the bottom of the video here as well. So ultimately, TPC, as a TPC mindset coach, when coaching people, I first help people identify those images that are running in autopilot, and then replace those mental images with the desired images that you want, and then from there help you maintain, sustain, and condition those desired, wanted images within your mind. And because where the image goes, your life will follow, because imagery is energy. So TPC as a cognitive program is something you want to utilize daily. The TPC tools that are at the bottom there. Everyone should have a coach. Coaches, I'm a life coach, a business coach, especially a mindset coach should be at the top of the list in regards to everyone on planet Earth, because as I said in the beginning, everything begins in the mind. It's where it all begins. Person that you're going to become, person you are now, the life that you're going to live, ultimately your life journey, all begins in the mind, secondly in the form of mental imagery. So firstly, welcome to TPC Thought Process Conditioning, and my passion is to help millions and millions of people become firstly the control center of their mind, because when you're the control center of your mind, you now the control center of your life. And it all comes down, it's quite simple, simply choosing the right images and sustaining, maintaining, and condition those images within your mind. To be happy, simply create the images of happiness. To be successful, simply create the images of being successful. To whatever you want to achieve, you must first build the image first. I call it image banking. The best deposit into yourself is the deposit of positive, productive images that you are depositing within your mind, because imagery is energy, and where the image goes, your life will flow. Anyway, guys, I look forward to catching up with you and being a TPC Mindset Coach. Feel free to call me. My direct cell phone number is 027 589 1854. One more time. My cell phone number, 027 589 1854, or else book a coaching session online here on my webpage here as well. And, actually one of my favorite quotes is from Henry Ford, and what he said was, if you think you can, you can. If you think you can't, you can't. So, because we think in images. If you imagine you can, you can. If you imagine you can't, you can't. And Einstein, one of his quotes was, "Imagination is better than knowledge." That's a quote from Einstein.